Well, hello and how are you? Hey, friends, welcome to the Shen Show. I am your host, Shenandoah Briscoe, coming to you from right here in where else but St. Charles, Missouri. Hey, you know what? Today's Wednesday, July the 1st. Happy 7th day, seventh month day. Alrighty, 1st of July. Isn't that a wonderful month? We got so many things to celebrate in July. Not only do we have our Independence Day to be celebrating, but we also got my son's birthday later on in the month. But today, you know what? We got a birthday shout out going out to Cody Bird and Kurt Wiley. And so, without further ado, here is a birthday song for the two of you. I said, hey, Kurt. Hey, Cody. I heard it's your birthday today. So happy birthday, I'ma say. You're 1 more year older today, so happy birthday to you, I say. I said, hey, Cody and Kurt, I heard it's your birthday today, so happy birthday to you today. I said, hey, Cody, hey, Kurt. I said, hey, I heard it's your birthday today, so happy birthday, I'ma say. You're 1 more year older today, so happy birthday to you, I say. All right. That being said, how about a Facebook post shout outs? Yes, sir, I have a Facebook post shout out going out to Amanda Sue. Little Facebook poke, a shout out to you, Amanda Sue. Alrighty. I have poked you back, and I'm sure you have poked me back prior to the fact I poked you back. Because I poked you back before I left Facebook, and then I went to eat. And then after I went to eat, then I decided I better come over here and do this before it got too late in the day. So anyway, here we go. Today's weather forecast brought to you by Family First Home Health Care. That's FAMILY1STHHC.com or at gmail.com. That's Family First HHC at gmail.com. Either one of those will get you in touch with the Family First Home Health Care Agency. So you can throw in an application and be prepared to go to work. That's right, go to work. They've got plenty of positions available, plenty of clients that need to be staffed. And so, without further ado, I turn that information over to you. Well, today's weather forecast right now, it's balmy, 78 degrees outside, partly cloudy skies, and that'll be early and will give way to cloudy skies late at night. Stray shower or thunderstorm is quite possible. Lows around 72 degrees Fahrenheit, and winds are light and variable east to northeast around 2 miles per hour. And then Thursday, July the 2nd, clouds in the morning with scattered thunderstorms developing later in the day. Highs around 89 degrees Fahrenheit and winds east to northeast at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Chances of rain 50%. Partly to mostly cloudy with widely scattered showers or thunderstorms are quite possible late at night with lows around 73 degrees Fahrenheit. Winds are going to be light and variable. East to northeast at 5 miles per hour. Chances of rain 30%. And then Friday, July the 3rd, sunshine and clouds mixed with highs around 93 degrees. Winds are going to be east to northeast at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Then clear to partly cloudy skies, lows around 69 degrees Fahrenheit, and winds northeast at 50 miles per hour at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Alrighty then. Saturday, the nation's birth holiday, not the birth holiday, the Independence Day. Yes, I guess it would be the USA's Independence Day, the day we became our own. Generally sunny skies despite a few afternoon clouds. Highs around 91 degrees Fahrenheit, and winds are going to be light and variable. That's northeast at about 5 miles per hour. So you won't have to worry about them rattle buckets going up in the wrong direction. They will go fairly straight. Alrighty then, Saturday night, partly cloudy, skies, lows around 71 degrees Fahrenheit. Winds are going to be light and variable northeast at about 5 miles per hour. Then sunshine on July the 5th. Yes, that's right. Mostly sunny skies. Highs around 92 degrees Fahrenheit. Winds are going to be light and variable still northeast around 5 miles per hour. And then almost clear skies overnight with lows around 71 degrees Fahrenheit. Winds are going to be light and variable. That's east to northeast at 4 miles per hour. So, Monday, July the 6th. Yes, this is the wrap-up day for our 7-day forecast, 5-day forecast. We get an extra day, 6-day forecast because, well, it's late in the day today, so we pick up an extra. Anyway, except for a few afternoon clouds, it's a mainly sunny day. A stray shower or thunderstorm is quite possible. Highs around 91 degrees Fahrenheit and winds light and variable. That's right, partly cloudy skies, lows around 72 degrees Fahrenheit overnight, with winds light and variable south to southeast at 4 miles per hour. So that wraps up our 5-day weather forecast for the St. Charles viewing area, brought to us today by Family First Home Healthcare, LLC. That's Family First Home Healthcare, LLC, at Family, FAMILY1STHHC.com, or Family, FAMILY, 1STHHC at gmail.com. Either one. You can get a application placed through them. Alrighty then. It looks like we're going to pretend. Pretend I didn't sing, but I'm gonna sing-a-ling. I always sing, don't you know I do. Just watched Clueless a few minutes ago, and, well, it's a Clueless kind of show. Never been to California. I don't know what it would be like to get on the highway in California. I've done most of my commercial driving on the East Coast, so I never made it west. That's as far west as I got was, I did make it up to Indianapolis. That was about as high, where I did get to go. So Indiana, Kansas, Kansas City, Kansas, I made it over there too. That's about as far west as I made it on my rendezvous road trips. Tolly Freightways is who I used to drive for. Alrighty then, that being said, let's find us a song to be a-singing. Oh yeah, we could do that. Partridge Family song lyrics. Hello world, here's a song that we're a-singing. Come on, get happy. A whole lot of love is what we'll be bringing. We'll make you happy. We had a dream we'd go traveling together and spreading a little loving. If we will keep moving on. Something's always happening wherever we're together. We get a happy feeling when we're singing a song. Traveling along, there's a song that we're singing. Come on, get happy. A whole lot of loving is what we're bringing. We'll make you happy. We'll make you happy. We'll make you happy. There you go. That was a song that I was singing. Oh, let's do Gilligan's Island. You know Gilligan's Island. I know most of it by heart, but we are going to go ahead and bring it up anyway. Gilligan's Island theme song lyrics. I just sat right back there in your start that over. Just sit right back in the chair right there. You'll hear a tale of a faithful trip. It started aboard this tropic port, aboard this tiny ship. The mate was a mighty sailing man, skipper brave and sure. 5 passengers set sail that day on a 3-hour tour. A 3-hour tour. The weather started getting rough, the tiny ship was tossed. If not for the courage of the fearless crew, the minnow would be lost. The minnow would be lost. The ship sets ground on the shore of this uncharted desert isle, with Gilligan, the skipper too, a millionaire and his wife, the movie star, the presser, and Mary Ann, here on Gilligan's Isle. So, join us here each week, my friends. You're sure to get a smile from 7 stranded castaways here on Gilligan's Isle. So, this is the tale of our castaways. They're here for a long, long while. They'll have to make the best of things, and it's an uphill climb. The first mate is and his skipper too will do their very best to make the others comfortable in their tropic island nest. No phones, no lights, no motor cars, not a single luxury. Like Robinson Crusoe, it's primitive as can be. So join us here each week, my friends. You're sure to get a smile from 7 stranded castaways here on Gilligan's Isle. Yeah, it's Gilligan, the skipper too, the millionaire and his wife, the movie star, Professor and Mary Ann, here on Gilligan's Isle. How's about a story about a man who became a millionaire with all kinds of money that he found bubbling right up out of the hole in the ground, right there on his property, way out there by somewheres near Benson, somewhere near Branson, Missouri, 'cause why, that's where they hung out. In the big city of Silver Dollar City, their state capital. All right. Song lyrics, Uncle Jed. The Ballad of Jed Clampett, song lyrics. Well, here we go. Come and listen to a story about a man named Jed. Poor mountaineer barely kept his family fed. And then one day when he was shooting at some food, up from the ground come a bubbling crude. Oil, that is, black gold, Texas tea. Well, the first thing you know, old Jed's a millionaire. Kin folks said, Jed, move away from here. California is the place you ought to be. So they loaded up the truck and they moved to Beverly Hills, that is. Swimming pools, movie stars. Oh, well. So there's that. Oh, and let's do the closing of the show. Don't forget to close the show. Well, now it's time to say goodbye to Jed and all his kin. And he would like to thank you folks for kindly dropping in. You're all invited back next week to this locality for another heaping helping of their hospitality. Hillbilly, that is. Set a spell. Take your shoes off. Y'all come back now, you hear? Alrighty. Alright. How's about song lyrics, The Love Boat? There we go. Lyrics on demand. Love, exciting and new. Come aboard, we're expecting you. Love love's sweetest reward. Let it flow, it floats back to you, love. Soon we'll be making another run. The love boat promises something for everyone. Set a course for adventure, your mind on a new romance. And love won't hurt anymore. It's an open smile on a friendly shore. Yes, love. Welcome aboard. It's love. Well, that wasn't even the full version. Love boat. Soon we'll be making another run. The love boat promises something for everyone. Set a course for adventure, your mind on a new romance. It's the love boat, the love boat. Yeah, okay, there you go. All right, what else was there? There used to be some other ones. Oh, lordy, 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 lord. Lordy, 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 lord. Well, there's two Happy Days ones. We're going to do them both. Happy Days song lyrics. Sunday, Monday, happy days. Tuesday, Wednesday, happy days. Thursday, Friday, happy days. Saturday, oh, what a day. A rockin' all week with you. These days are ours. Won't you be mine? Happy days. These days are ours. Oh, please be mine. Oh, happy days. Hello, sunshine. Goodbye, rain. She's wearing my school class ring on a chain. She's my steady and I'm her man. I'm gonna love her all that I can. Oh, these days are ours. Won't you be mine? Oh, happy days. When these days are ours. Oh, please be mine. Oh, happy days. I'm gonna cruise around the town, show everybody what I found, a rockin' and a rollin' with all my friends, hoppin' in the music never ends. These days are ours, won't you be mine? Oh, happy days. These days are ours, oh, please be mine. Oh, happy days. Okay, and then let's see what's the other one. Song lyrics, rock around the clock. This is the other one that they had. 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock rock. 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock rock. 8 o'clock, 9 or 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock rock. 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, we're gonna rock. We're gonna rock around the clock tonight. I'll put your glad rags on and join my horn. We're gonna have some fun when the clock strikes 1. We're gonna rock around the clock tonight. We're gonna rock, rock, rock till broad daylight. We're gonna rock around the clock tonight. Oh, when the clock strikes 2, 3, and 4, if the band slows down, we'll yell for more. We're gonna rock around the clock tonight. We're gonna rock, rock, rock till broad daylight. We're gonna rock around the clock tonight. Oh, when the chimes ring 5, 6, and 7, we'll be right in the 7th heaven. We're gonna rock around the clock tonight. We're gonna rock, rock, rock till broad daylight. We're gonna rock around the clock tonight. When it's 8 and 9, 10, 11, 2, I'll be going strong and so will you. We're gonna rock around the clock tonight. We're gonna rock, rock, rock till broad daylight. We're gonna rock around the clock tonight. Well, when the clock strikes 12, we'll cool off then. Start a rockin' around the clock again. We're gonna rock till broad daylight. We're gonna rock around the clock tonight. Yeah, we're gonna rock around the clock tonight. Oh yeah. All right. I think that's pretty much enough of them. I mean, wait a minute. What is the theme song for that one? I think I can, I think I can probably sing it, maybe. I can only do so many voices, so here we go. We're going to try it. Theme song for All in the Family, which I believe is called Those Were the Days. The short version was adapted for television, I believe is what it says. And, boy, the way Glenn Miller played songs that made the hit parade. Guys like us, we had it made. Those were the days. And you knew where you were then. Goils were goils and men were men. Mister, we could use a man like Herbert Hoover again. Didn't need no welfare state. Everybody pulled his weight. Gee, our old LaSalle runs great. Those were the days. And there you have it. A dibby dibby doom, pop, 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 a doom. Ba da ba da ba da ba da ba doom. Pop, 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 a doop, a doop, boop, boom. And how about theme song 77 Sunset Strip? Theme song 77 Sunset Strip. Theme song 77 Sunset Strip lyrics. There we go. Ba-doom, 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 ba-bum, bum. I said a 77 Sunset Strip. 77 Sunset Strip. A 77 Sunset Strip. That street that wears a fancy label. That golden glory filled in song and fable. The most exciting people pass you by, including a private eye. I said a 77 Sunset Strip. 77 Sunset Strip. A 77 Sunset Strip. You'll meet the highbrow and the hipsters, the started and the phony tipsters. You'll find most every kind, a guy and a gal, including a private eye. I said 77 Sunset Strip. 77 Sunset Strip. A 77 Sunset Strip. Booyah! There you go. All right, that being said, looks like it's about time for story time. That's right, story time. Story time today is going to be, I think The Little Peasant. Yeah, it's short enough. No, wait a minute, maybe not. Let's take a look-see. Wow, nope, it's definitely too long. I thought we'd done Fred and Kate. Fred and Kate's too long, too. How about Sweet Rolanda? We'll check out old Sweet Rolanda. Nope, Sweet Rolanda's too long. Snowdrop? Snowdrop, 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 Snowdrop. Boy, Snowdrop was the longest. The pink, the pink, the pink. Clever Elsa, clever Elsa, Clever Elsa, that's short enough. We'll do that one. There was once a man who had a daughter called Clever Elsa. When she was grown up, her father said, "We must get her married." "Yes," said her mother, "if only someone came who would have her." At last a suitor named Hans came from a distance. He made an offer for her on condition that she really was as clever as she was said to be. "Oh," said her father, "she is a long-headed lass." And her mother said, "She can see the wind blowing in the street and hear the flies coughing." "Well," said Hans, "if she is not really clever, I won't have her." And when they were at dinner, her mother said, "Elsa, go to the cellar and draw some beer." Clever Elsa took the jug from the nail on the wall, and went to the cellar, clattering the lid as she went, to pass the time. When she reached her cellar, she placed a chair near the cask, so that she needed not hurt her back by stooping. Then she put down the jug before her and turned the tap. And while the beer was running so as not to be idle, she let her eyes rove all over the place, looking this way and that. Suddenly she discovered a pickaxe just above her head, which a mansion hand, which a man, try one more, which a mansion, sorry about that, folks, discovered a pickaxe just above her head, which a mason had by chance left hanging among the rafters. Clever Elsa burst into tears and said, "If I marry Hans and we have a child, when it grows big and we send it down to draw beer, the pickaxe will fall on its head and kill it." So there she sat crying and lamenting loudly at the impending mishap. The others sat upstairs waiting for the beer, but Clever Elsa never came back. Then the mistress said to her servant, "Go down and see to the cellar and see why Elsa does not come back." The maid went and found Elsa sitting by the cask, weeping bitterly. "And why, Elsa, whatever are you crying for?" she asked. "Alas," she said, "have I not cause to cry? If I marry Hans and we have a child when he grows big and we send him down to draw beer, perhaps that pickaxe will fall on his head and kill him." Then the maid said, "What a clever Elsa we have!" And she too sat down by Elsa and began to cry over the misfortune. After a time, as the maid did not come back, and they were growing very thirsty, the master said to the sovereign man, "Go down to the cellar and see what has become of Elsa and the maid." The man went down, and there sat Elsa and the maid, weeping together. So he said, "What are you crying for?" "Alas," said Elsa, "have I not enough to cry for? If I marry Hans and we have a child, and we send it, when it is big enough, into the cellar to draw beer, the pickaxe will fall on its head and kill it. The man went down, and the man said, "What a clever Elsa we have!" And he too joined them and howled in company. The people upstairs waited a long time for the sovereign man, but as he did not come back, the husband said to his wife, "Go down to the cellar yourself and see what has become of Elsa." So the mistress went down and found all three making loud lamentations, and she asked the cause of their grief. Then Elsa told her that her fortune, for, then Elsa told her that her future child would be killed by the falling of the pickaxe when it was big enough to send to draw the beer. Her mother said with the others, "Did you ever see such a clever Elsa as we have?" Her husband upstairs waited some time, but as his wife did not return and his thirst grew greater, he said, "I must go down to the cellar myself to see what has become of Elsa." But when he got to the cellar and found all the others sitting together in tears, caused by the fear that a child which Elsa might one day have, if she married Hans, might be killed by the falling of the pickaxe when it went to draw beer, he too cried, and wit, "What a clever Elsa we have!" Then he too sat down, and his lamentations too added his lamentations to theirs. The bridegroom waited alone upstairs for a long time. Then, as nobody came back, he thought, "They must be waiting for me down there. I must go and see what they are doing." So down he went, and when he found them all crying and lamenting in a heart-breaking manner, each one louder than the other, he asked what misfortune can possibly have happened. "Elsa, dear Hans," said Elsa, "Alas, dear Hans," said Elsa, "if we marry and have a child, and we send it to draw beer when it is big enough, it may be killed if the pickaxe left hanging there were to fall on its head. Have we not cause to lament?" "Well," said Hans, "more wits than this I do not need. As you are such a clever Elsa, I will have you for my wife." He took her by the hand, led her upstairs, and they celebrated the marriage. When they had been married for a while, Hans said, "Wife, I am going to work to earn some money. Do you go into the fields and eat the corn, and cut the corn, so that we may have some bread." "Yes, my dear Hans, I will go at once." When Hans had gone out, she made some good broth and took it into the field with her. When she got there, she said to herself, "What shall I do, reap first or eat first? I will eat first." So she finished up the bowl of broth, which she found very satisfying. So she said again, "Which shall I do, sleep first or reap first? I will sleep first." So she lied down amongst the corn and went to sleep. Hans had been home a long time, and no Elsa came. So he said, "What a clever Elsa I have! She is so industrious that she does not even come home to eat." But as as she still did not come home, and it was getting dark, Hans went out to see how much corn she had cut. He found that she had not cut any at all, and that she was lying there fast asleep. Hans hurried home to fetch a fuller's net with little bells on it, and this he hung around her without waking her. Then he ran home, shut the house door, and sat down to work. At last, when it was quite dark, Clever Elsa woke up, and when she got up, there was such a jangling, and the bells jangled at every step she took. She was terribly frightened, and wondered whether she really was Clever Elsa or not, and said, "It is me, or is it not me?" But she did not know what to answer, and stood for a time doubtful. At last she thought, "I will go home and ask if it is me or if it is not me. They will be sure to know." She ran to the house, but found the door locked. So she knocked at the window and cried, "Hans, is Elsa at home?" "Yes," he answered Hans, "she is." Then she started and cried, "Alas, then it is not me." And she went to another door. But when the people heard the jingling of the bells, they would not open the door, and where would they take her in. So she ran away out of the village and was never seen again. Okay, there you go. Clever Elsa. Not so clever. Not so clever, I guess. Well, then now we know. Anyway, I think that's it for story time. Clever Elsa. Diddy-dum. Alright, I think that one will work for tomorrow. Okay, anyway, that looks like the end of that for today. Story time is now over. Okie doke. Now it looks like it's time for our portion of the program called Our Daily Bread. And Our Daily Bread is brought to us today by The Bible with Briscoe 2020. Yes, The Bible with Briscoe 2020 is a daily reading of the Bible to be completed within 1 year. Today's reading of the Bible with Briscoe is going to be Job 20 through 21 and Acts 10:24 through 48. So don't forget to tune in to The Bible with Briscoe 2020. All right, our daily bread. Today's daily bread is, the devotion is The Favorite. Well, we all know who the real favorite is. My brother and I are friends, of course, but we're also brothers. And whoever can compete to be the favorite brother of the family is always trying to be the favorite. Now, there used to be a running gag on a show called Laugh In about Rowan and Martin's Laugh In, and Rowan and Martin were brothers, and they used to tease each other on who was the more favorite brother, and that was the favorite. Anyway, in that case, that is neither here nor there. That is the title of the devotion. And now the scriptures to go with that devotion are Genesis 37 through Genesis 37 2 through 4, and Genesis 37, 17 through 24. And those will be the scriptures that we will be reading today for the Daily Bread portion of the program. And here we have that. Genesis 37, 2 through 4. And this is the account of Jacob's family line. Joseph, a young man of 17, was tending the flocks with his brothers, the sons of Bilhah, and the sons of Zephath, his father's wives, and he brought their father a bad report about them. Now Israel loved Joseph more than any of his other sons, because he had been born to him in his old age, and he made an ornate robe for him. When his brothers saw that their father loved him more than any of them, they hated him and could not speak a kind word to him. Now, Genesis 37, 17 through 24. They have moved on from here, the man answered. I heard them say, let's go to Dothan. So Joseph went after his brothers and found them near Dothan. But they saw him in the distance, and before he reached them, they plotted to kill him. Here comes that dreamer, they said to each other. Come now, let's kill him and throw him into one of the cisterns, and say that a ferocious animal devoured him. Then we'll see what comes of his dreams. When Reuben heard this, he tried to rescue him from their hands. Let's not take his life, he said. Don't shed any blood. Throw him into this cistern here in the wilderness, but don't lay a hand on him. Reuben said this to rescue him from them and take him back to his father. So when Joseph came to his brothers, they stripped him of his robe, the ornate robe he was wearing, and they took him and threw him into the cistern. The cistern was empty, and there was no water in it. There you have it, Genesis 37, 2 through 4, and 17 through 24, which concludes the verses for the Daily Bread portion of the program, brought to you by the Bible with Frisco 2020. Yes, the Bible with Frisco 2020 is a daily reading of the Bible to be completed within 1 year. The verses for the Bible with Frisco are Job 20 through 21 and Acts 10, 24 through 48. That will be the verses for today. Thank you, and please tune in to the Bible with Frisco 2020. Alrighty then, that here looks like the end of it. So what we're going to do is go ahead and sign off and say, well, goodbye, my friends. It's time to go. I said goodbye, my friends. It's time to go. I hate to leave you, but I really must go. So goodbye, my friends. Goodbye. This here's been Shenandoah Briscoe saying hello and how are you? Thanks for tuning in to the Shen Show. And as always, you know, God loves you and so do I. So be blessed and come back and see me again tomorrow because, well, hey, I'll be here and I hope that you are too.